And we are live here at the Future Innovation Summit. Wonderful event here at the beautiful Intercontinental Hotel. I am honored to have with me here Professor Muthanna Abdul Razzaq. He is the CEO of American University in the Emirates. And of course, we've just had a conversation off camera about some of the same people that we know there in Washington, D.C., and some of the amazing work that you have been doing. So I know that you've started a couple of universities or a few. If you would, tell us a little bit about that and the work that you're doing there.
Actually, I'm from Iraq originally. I moved to United Arab Emirates in 1998. And I was in education before at Baghdad University. So immediately an idea came to me to establish a university to provide quality education. Because in Iraq before we were the best Arab countries in education. And this is one of the achievements done during the previous regime actually. So I started to work on this project, communicating with the Ministry of Higher Education to see the standards, the requirements. And then I found investors and I convinced them to go ahead with it. And even His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed, he was the Minister of Foreign Affairs at that time. He became the main person to sponsor the university, and we work on it. And it's called Abu Dhabi University, and now it's a big empire in Abu Dhabi. In 2005, I started thinking about having another university, but in Dubai. So I proposed to have the American University in Dubai, American University in the Emirates in Dubai. So it's AUE, because we have AUD also, American University in Dubai. And in this university, I took it in different direction to go for degrees at both bachelor, master, that they meet the market demand rather than to go for a traditional degrees. So we were studying the market demand and what are the skills they need of those graduates. So when they graduate, they are easy to get a job, to compete to get a job. And we started those many programs, even in security, in intelligence, in diplomacy, knowledge management. We have even in equine studies for horses, equestrians, stable management, farm management. So many things different than what's in the market. Because here the competition in the United Arab Emirates is very high at the university sector. So you don't need to put yourself in such aggressive competition. So you have to move from those traditional and bring in new programs, so it will be monopoly, only you. Even when you specify the fees will be only you. So you can put it in any whatever you want, but you should think about the income, for the students. So here we move to this one. So we believe from beginning that we should lead other fellows, and this is not my title. This is Reagan has said this, President Reagan.
Sure.
But we believe that nothing is impossible.
Yes.
And we don't believe we have any problems. We believe in challenges. And this is also copied. I'm copied now Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai. And we start injecting innovation, critical thinking, thinking outside the box, actually inside and outside. Because if you think outside the box, one day you will never find a box. So we have to keep with the inside. And we should be able to make decisions in crisis, technology. So you have to be, as I said, initiative, creative, with another areas, which is theory and up-to-date hands-on experience. So you graduate leaders rather than managers. And even we are very flexible in offering it the classes, morning, evening, even weekend.
Wow.
Okay, so we are working 24/7 actually. The fee is very low because we have to help the community.
Of course.
We are giving scholarship to the determinant, I mean special needs, full scholarship. Because here we call them determinant. Sheikh Muhammad, he doesn't want to say special needs or handicap or whatever.
Wow.
We give a scholarship to all athletic guys who got Olympic medal, locally and regionally. All the wives and the son and daughters of the martyrs in Yemen, Saudis and Emirates, all students who have high grades at the high school but low income, we encourage them to do that. So we are really trying to help the community and the people. It's not we want to maximize the profit. No, we want to minimize the profit and maximize the leaders.
The leaders. Well, and that's a great segue into what the UAE even stands for and why we're here. The UAE has opened its doors to us to build our businesses, given us favorable regulatory environment. And it's one of the reasons why we're here and we'll be here for the next 6 months is to give back. I'm a firm believer in it. Speaking of that, I know you also have a university in Iraq or the south of Iraq, as you mentioned, and it is
North of Iraq.
North of Iraq, and it is really geared toward this philanthropic work and bringing people out of the situation they're in. Can you speak a little bit about that?
The university in North of Iraq established to help the people there, poor people and even the refugees, because the problem, and I don't want to involve in politics now. And also offering quality programs, because in Iraq, education after what happened in 2003, the curve is starting going down, 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 down. So we want to stop it and start moving up like this as before. And this is the aim of damaging the brain of the people in Iraq. Yeah. But we have to stand and we say also nothing is impossible. We can change everything. We move forward. We should never raise the white flag.
That's right.
I don't give up. Okay, I have now 45 years experience in higher education. Even before I was working in high position back at university. So education is the best investment in a human being. So the best investment in a human being is education. Because you have to think here. As I said in this forum, it's not important that you have a weapon. You have tanks, but what about the soldiers behind? Those who are the human being in each single issue, the human being. So the teacher, the students, the graduates, the leaders, you are here, there, those who will make the innovation. Even the computer, they don't make innovation. You give them, they give you, but we are giving them. So the brain is here, not there. So we have to build this, encourage, even train the student to be innovative.
Right.
Initiative. Okay, so, and here, who will make them? The teachers. Right. So you have to start from here, from the root and the programs. Okay, we have in this country, we have three universities, three ministries are unique. Ministry of Happiness.
I know.
So immediately we introduce a course in our program, in our curriculum, happiness. And I started with the teachers to train them to be happy. Otherwise, how you are upset, you go to the class and make the student, you are upset already. So you have to start with this. We have a Ministry of Tolerance, so we don't discriminate and forgive and forget.
Right.
Okay, we have a ministry, the last one, which is possibilities. And our slogan, our university, I don't know if you see my business card, at the end I said, nothing is impossible. This is our slogan since 2005.
It's an amazing slogan.
Okay, so yeah. So when the government established the Ministry of Possibility, we celebrated because we have 15 years with our slogan is nothing is impossible.
Yes.
So also here, education, they should align their programs with the national vision, mission of the government, and also they should be proactive rather than reactive. We should not wait until somebody telling me. I'm not a robot. I have a brain. I can think, as the lady, the sheikh from Bahrain, she said, it's a magic. You sleep in the morning, you come with something. As you said, Dubai now, every day something new.
It's amazing.
Every day. In the morning, sometimes I go on the road. When I come back, I say, is this the same road? Because something changed, you know? So we need to speed fast, even to reach the speed of the light. Okay? So this is really to catch others. I mean, to be in the same level. Okay, I will tell you something which is very unique, really. They talk about 2040 vision, but there is a 2071. 71, why? Because 100 years of the establishment of the United Arab Emirates. It has been established in 1971. So 2071, 100 years, and there is a vision of the ruler Sheikh Mohammed. But what he said education, health, services, infrastructure, whatever sectors should be number one. Number two is the best loser, and you can imagine. So to make for example, AUE, which is I'm now the president, I'm not going to stay until 2071, no way. Okay, I'm now 60, so it will be 130. This is not unbelievable. But it's still here. To make AUE at the same level of Harvard or Berkeley, okay, I have to run in the speed of the light.
Yes.
Otherwise, people are saying 50 years. I say, fine, 50 years is not enough to reach such level.
Right.
We need to really coordinate, think as a family, sit on the same dining table, fight in the morning, but at the end, we sit on the same dining table, think wisely, and build a strategic plan with operational plan, but it should be implemented. It's not a matter of signing an agreement with, for example, George Washington University or Kansas State University. How to put them in practice.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of marketing. This is, believe me, all MOUs, they don't worth more than the ink on the paper if you don't put it in practice. So just to put it on the website and connected with Connecticut, for example, or with whatever, California State University or Texas. I have now all these universities, I have an MOU with them. Really they are in practice? No. So we need people really to believe that education is the best investment in a human being.
Yeah.
And this is, I didn't say it, Sheikh Zayed, rahimahullah, he said this before 70s. And we are following the same concept to go in this direction.
Well, it's absolutely amazing. The leadership coming from the government it's clear as day. And you know, one of the leaders here that is helping to shape not just Dubai, but the entire region. I mean, you have had an effect on so many people, so many young people, but so many older people as well, with education and everything like that. I mean, how does it feel? How does it make you feel to have such an impact on so many people?
No, I will give you an example. When I travel, 6, 7 officers, they walk with me to the plane. And even I don't go through the same path to go. No, I will go with VIP. They take me, I don't know how. When I come back, when I go just down and you see 6, 7 students, they graduated or they come, hi sir, and they take me out, for example. You feel proud. I don't go to hotel now. I don't go to any restaurants because when I go there, somebody's saying be paid. So I feel really, embarrassed that your whatever lunch or whatever paid by somebody. You go to swimming pool and any hotels, you can say, hi, how are you, sir? Hi, how are you? Even This is what we make you proud. And some of them now ambassadors because we have a master degree in diplomacy.
Right.
Okay, we graduate ambassadors. We have CEO. We have in social media. I mean, those broadcasters or bloggers, they call them, with millions of followers. They are graduated today from this summit. We have the Sheikh himself, he's our graduate.
Wow.
And I offered him in this now a full scholarship for masters, and I invited him to be a member of the board of trustees because he done something unique.
Of course.
So why we don't appreciate that? Sheikh from Bahrain, Jawahir, she's our student. More than 20 people sitting here, they graduated from our university. So here, the sweet fruit that you harvest, and I will never forget you, especially if you are a hard faculty member, I mean teacher, because students will learn from those hard but fair. I mean, not just to be hard in education, hard in learning, not to humiliate them or whatever. No. And now if I ask you, do you remember any teacher at high school? You might remember one or two, but those who smack you maybe. I don't know, because in this country we smack. Students sometimes feel, so, but now there is no one smack.
I know.
Before I'm talking. Yeah. This is out of the record. Okay? We never do that. We advise, we inspire, we encourage, we motivate, but we don't interfere in grades. Grades are earned by the students. They fail, let them fail. They pass, let them pass with high grade. So we are really, we want to be number one. And I hope that we will be as a symbol for other Arab countries in the region to follow, at least to feel jealous, to copy us.
Jealousy is a very powerful, something that makes people do things. So I'll tell you, I'm really honored.
Thank you,
for you to come on. It was lovely to talk to you before, and of course to have you on camera here and share with our audience one of the leaders, the men shaping the entire region.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate it.
And let me give you this one.
Wow.
Okay, I don't want to put it on the top of your logo.
I'm very honored.
And this is gold plated.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's
sir.
get a
Thanks,
photo
sir.
real